double the hours in a day. Actually, make that triple. If a simple response will do, why waste your breath on anything longer? If only there were double the hours in a day. Actually, make that triple.
Good evening, my darlings. How are you doing this fine evening? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're ready for the Stygian Onslaught. Just a second. Apparently, I was not ready for the Stygian Onslaught. Anyway, I am now. Alright. Chimeric winged lion. So, obviously, we're in the superconduct for that. Stellar superconduct. Alright. That's fine. And then healing characters. Just that's it? Okay. Obviously, we're going to be going for the new artifact set. We've got a few characters who could use it. Wait, what difficulty did I have set? Please tell me I had it on hard. Oh yeah, let's see if I was correct with my prediction. My calculation. Oh yes, we've got 24 minutes before we start overcapping. So let's get this done, shall we? Okay, yeah, it is hard. And obviously we're not actually going to be using our friendship farm team for this guy. That and that and that. And excuse you? Yeah. It's I believe this is the correct order. Alright. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Right here. Shadow.
E. Isn't it nice that none of these characters are reliant on their burst?
Come on, keep up.
That is actually a huge positive for Stygian Onslaught. I don't think we're gonna be able to beat Menacing with Odette's current setup. First of all, we're gonna need to farm a whole heck of a lot more of... Is it this one? No. These. We're gonna have to farm a whole heck of a lot more of these. And, not to mention, she does need some leveling up. While Bond of Life is active, the effective characters will take continuous damage. Characters with Bond of Life attached will take increased damage from this attack. Well, I happen to know a particular team that I can use that is quite good with clearing Bond of Life. Yeah, that's fine. Although we might want to Scoffier front and center. Although I guess it probably would be. Gosh.
Mine to wield.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be best to have Fiorina as in healing form until Escoffier gets her burst. I don't know. Nope. 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 Alright, and then there was this one. I think that should do. Yeah, that'll be fun. It's not ideal, but I don't have Flynn's, and I don't really have anyone that I can use for main DPS. I gotta say, Prototype Amber is really not great for Stygian Onslaught. Alright, well, that was easy. Did not, in fact, suck. How about that? I mean, we'll give Menacing a try, but I'm not gonna give it, you know, I'm not gonna push it too far. Just because, like I said, I need a little bit more, put a little bit more work into it all. Now, as far as, I mean, I could have like a, oh yes, let's go ahead and get our Freemo gems. Gotta get the Freemo gems. As far as, what was I gonna say? As far as Knuckle Duckle, right? What I could do, if I didn't need her for this, I could put Yaimiko in there and use Nervalette. And there could maybe be some options. I don't know. Other than that. Chi-Chi also needs some work. I don't think I have her on the best of sets, but anyway. But let's see, as far as off-field Electro, that actually works with Nervalette. There's Kuki. Oh, and Fischl, of course. See, I mean, there are options, but we're gonna stick with this for now and figure it out as time goes by so slowly. I'm do so much. Are you still on? I need your love. Oh, darling, please give your love.
Control breathing. Yeah, look out below. Hero incoming. Yeah, headbutt. Hero incoming. Yeah. Accelerating installation chamber.
I guess I needed to do the triple one.
Converge.
See, once you get the burst, things are a lot better with Prototype Amber.
Hero incoming. Headbutt. Height. Yeah. Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol. Wayne, a midnight for all.
Maybe she could use a little bit more ER. Or maybe I need to check
Justice o'clock.
Yuánshén's weapon. Because Yuánshén usually uses Fab, but I don't think I took her to Imaginarium Theater this last time.
Engaged. Annihilation mode.
And so that might have been
Control breathing. On my mark.
an issue. I might have swapped out weapons. Easy. It was easy. It was so easy. Veressa, even a full region and a little bit more later, is still good. Let's see. Attack, crit damage. I mean, that's really all that that Odette needs, right? His attack percent and crit damage, and Elemental Mastery is good for her too. I point out, like, I say crit damage specifically because she's liable to overcap on crit rate, from my understanding. Although I could be wrong. Alright, let me see if I can't. No, I can't.
We need it last. Off to the breeze. Pinnacle of excellence. Let the world collide. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Let's start.
Okay. And really, I should have Skirk on the whatchamacallit. What's up?
A little amuse-bouche. And first, please. Shower me with praise. Let my name.
Ah, shoot. Hold on.
Here comes the cash.
Finale of the Deep. I think it is. Okay! Okay! So this is a pretty easy Stygian Onslaught, apparently. Apparently they decided that they didn't want to stress out their players. What was that quote from them about that? I forget. Well, crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, sure. Again, she's liable to overcap on crit rate, especially with a crit rate circlet. But, you know, we might need that for someone else. Actually, Alyosha. Alosha might want that. All right, only one more for the menacing sweep. And I don't have to worry about any sort of energy issues with this team.
Right now.
Because only one character use.
Goes on.
Whoops. You know what? Let's restart that. Remember, E.
Right here.
E.
Heart of death. Guys. How tiresome. Come on, keep up. Take a break.
Oops.
Right now, right here. Shadow Man, pirouette.
I delayed switching out when I shouldn't have.
Come on.
Oh boy.
Take a break. Let's test my hypothesis. Emerge. Right here. Together.
Oh my gosh. Again, this is like the easiest Stygian Onslaught I have ever experienced.
Come on, keep up.
Like this kind of difficulty, that level of difficulty on menacing, is the kind of thing that I've seen on hard. Like I've had, that's just wild. So I mean, I guess thank you, the HoYoverse, for giving me an easy mode Stygian. I mean, that's nice. I don't know if you guys will find it easy. I hope so. But I mean, we're gonna need to be farming it quite a bit for these artifacts. So yeah, but I forgot to claim the menacing rewards, the little feather. We might try Fearless in the future. We actually might try it before Stygian Onslaught comes to an end. So yeah, that was wild. I wanted to hit R to go to my to go to my base. Oh my goodness. My brain can't keep these two games straight. They're not even similar in the slightest. Ay ay ay. Alright, let's go ahead and
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, my lady. Is there something I can help you with?
get our tea. Our daily tea.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You I mean like oh. I don't know what happened. Like maybe my microphone got disconnected or something. Hopefully I wasn't silent throughout that entire first part. I mean, I'm pretty sure I wasn't. But I don't know when that happened, so sorry. So yeah, you could tell the difference between those two lines, though. That was what I was trying to say, but when I realized that that my microphone had gotten disconnected or something. But anyway, yeah. The voice actress for Catherine definitely reads Catherine's lines a lot differently. It uses much different voice for her between what would have been now 7 years ago and today. 6 or 7 years ago. Them things. Alright. Well, you know what? Actually, there's also a new Spiral Abyss. Now, I don't intend for us to do the whole... I don't intend for us to do floor 12. Like I said, Odette needs a lot of work. I think this is going to be a lot harder than the Stygian Onslaught. But we can do floor 11. 60% cryo damage bonus and 60% pyro damage bonus. Let's see. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do for this first one, you and you and you, you. And for the second half, we are going to do you and you and no, wait, what am I thinking? You and yeah, actually. Who was it? There was someone else. Is it you? I think it would have to be you. Let's see. Electro and Pyro. Yeah. Right. That. That. Okay. Should be easy peony. Character elemental mastery plus 60, healing effectiveness. No. No on the healing effectiveness. We don't need it for the first half, and it's not going to work for the second. But it doesn't matter, this is floor 11. Floor 11 is, easy peony.
Take a break. Trespass your path.
Easy. Easy molto.
Overruled. Insulation chamber.
Oops.
Hands where I can see. Let's light it up. Go in.
Even easier than the first half. Crit rate plus 8%, crit damage plus 15%. Sure.
Right now. So we're doing this the hard way. Let's begin. Cut it down.
Yeah, sorry.
Go.
You're just gonna have to die.
Looking for trouble?
How tired. So we're doing this the hard way.
Trouble?
Come on, keep up.
Okay. I like how they watched us completely decimate the exact same one game before them, and they were like, "Nah, I'm built different."
Late bear. Cleanup sequence initiated. Teamwork is dreamwork. Overruled. Drop your weapons. You asked for it. Let's light it up.
I'm not gonna waste his worst. Not that I really need to worry about that. But, meh. Character elemental burst damage plus 20%. Character defense negative 15%. Attack plus 40%. Yeah, let's do that. Let's wreck this joint.
Together. Life goes on. Take a break. Come on, keep up.
He didn't even have time to charge up his shield, man.
Late bear. Final warning. Hands where I can see 'em. Defensive mode engaged.
Come on. Come on, Chivros. There you go. I was hoping to finish it off with her. It was easy. Floor 11. With an endgame team, it's easy. What am I gonna get? What am I gonna... Wait, where was it? Where is it? Ah, right here. What am I gonna get? Alright. Both two-liners. Okay. No. Alright. Let's head over to Snezhnaya. And what are we gonna do next? I was thinking we could go for the House of Hesperides. Right? Or we could go to the Pale Crown Palace. Let's go with the Pale Crown Palace. Ooh. Miraculous right here.
Where is it?
Gaze upon the... Okay. Oops. Is it a door? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the doors from Chrono Trigger. When the, you know, when you're in the future.
Big Miss Shadow. Pirouette. Huh?
Heffalumpoozle, very confusal. Heffalumpoozle's very sly, 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 sly. They come in ones and twosles, but if they so choosels, before your eyes you'll see them multiply, ply, ply, ply. What the heck? Oh, that is freaky.
Such defying together. Impossible.
Easy peasy.
Face my arrows. Take a break. How tiresome. Come on.
No shinies go to waste. What can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Once thought of me as a white knight on a steed. Now you know how happy I can be.
Big mistake.
Oh, I live time. Good times turn to bad. Without dollar one to spend.
Take a break.
How much, baby, do we really need?
Certainly went out of your way for this, didn't you? It's all yours.
It's up there, I'm guessing. Oh. Let's go ahead and open this up. let in some fresh air. It's freezing in here. My goodness. And there it is. Goodness, though. All right. Okay. Take a break. Eat some food. Oh. Well, that's not going to work. Whoops. Again with the Pal World thing. Okay. So we gotta climb up from the inside then, huh? Right? Wait. Can we get over this lip? I don't think so. We shouldn't be able to. No, we can't. Huh. Is there a way in that... I mean, that's over the lip, but that was the place I was planning on exiting regardless. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh, boy.
Come no closer. Such defiance together.
Like, I think we can with specific characters. Oh. There it is. Where does it go? There we go. There it is. All right. I think there had to be a link mechanism there. That's correct. I don't want to go too far that way. That way leads to death. Freezing to death.
Come on, keep up.
Oh, I probably could have used Sandroni's thing. The place. One moment. I shall summon a train to take you to the Pale Crown Palace.
Certainly went out of your way for this, didn't you?
I hate your chest. Wow. Records of the Order Bearer. According to the Old Sire's orders, we have introduced a small-scale blockage on the path to the Pale Crown Palace. This is quite strange. According to previous custom, he would have had the High Table do this. It seems he is no longer in good health, and his adopted children cannot hold back much longer. Or does this mean that this job is so important that he needs to remain beyond the reach of those gangsters? Is that why it's been left to us Energy Commission members who can do some field work? The disguise is perfect. Even the most seasoned detective from the Transport Bureau would not be able to detect any flaws. Alright, retest the control console here. No abnormalities. Time to pack up and head back. That looks so good. Gaze upon the dreaming pale crown.
Do I sense treasure?
Yes, you do. Do I want to go all the way over there, though? Find yourself a seat. I'll start the train now. Well, give me a minute, because we're getting some treasure. Snowball launcher, eh? Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh. I mean, no, they wouldn't. There won't be a chest there, right? Nope, the chest is here. There's a chest nearby, thanks. Never would have spotted it. You know what? She's gonna be fine with us, so we're gonna be fine with her. Excuse you? That trajectory certainly looks like I would have made it. Maybe Nicole's just really heavy. Goggles, you're amazing! Is there any train you can't drive? Not exactly. For some reason, the trains currently running in Snezhnaya only keep their power systems, leaving no room for... These early prototypes, though, still have control interfaces. Oh, is that so? Uh-oh. Strange. Why is Paimon speaking so slowly? No, wait. Huh? Is it me? Friends, we were created for a single moment, to call back those dreams flickering on the verge of extinction, to... Where am I? Wait, wasn't I just on the train? Ismailov. Ismailov. Huh. Spacing out again, are we? We need to keep watch on the thing inside the egg at all times, remember? I wasn't spacing out, and the Proto-Man is in a highly stable state. Even in the gloom of the font of the Shadow Realm, he shines as brilliantly as a pearl. You weren't spacing out. You were worried. You are right, Azazel. Really? Okay. There's too much to think about. There is no need for such concern. Your teacher, Miss Axinia, remained quite composed upon hearing of His Majesty the Tsar's passing. Oh, are you worried about something else? Newly ascended Tsaritsa. It is her attitude that concerns me. Her attitude towards those Fey nobles, wallowing in Mora and decadence? I doubt it's anything favorable. I mean her attitude toward Hvergelmir. After all, our research has crossed into forbidden territory. The only reason we were allowed to continue before was His Majesty's tacit approval and protection. But Tsaritsa... Oh, I've heard certain things. What kind of things? They're planning to ban anything related to alchemy. The Hvergelmir has plenty of bioalchemy projects, so it's obvious those would be shut down. And if that happens, His Majesty's final aspiration will never be realized. Perhaps that would be for the best. Have you forgotten what happened during the last experiment? And besides, His Majesty, in the end, also... Never mind. You are right, Azazel, but I still need to think this through. Don't dwell on it, Ismailov. It's not our call to make. Besides, the higher-ups are meeting today. Once they've decided what to do, they'll inform us. Is this a Shadow Realm? Paimon and the Eye of Grae are gone. There are two people up ahead. Maybe I should try talking to them. Something wrong, my dear Ismailov? You'd be even better company if you didn't get distracted so easily. I keep feeling like someone's watching us. When I look back, there's no one there. Ah, come on, Ismailov. Maybe you should keep your eyes on things that matter. Speaking of which, Mr. Koshche seems... Koshche? I don't know. Seems to have left in a hurry and forgotten to close his office door. Well, never mind. Once we're done recording the data, I'll close it for him. Can't see me. That's strange. Something feels off. Like I don't quite belong here. But I'm not feeling too uncomfortable. Maybe I should take a look around first. Treasure? Just sensing the treasure over there, I see. Okay. The Sevolod. The formula is perfect. I'm sure Grand Duke Alvis will praise the results of my hard work over the last few days upon his return. Let's rest here for a while. Oof. Interesting. Also, it's interesting that we can grab things from here, like with the investigation thing. Strange. Stop staring at nothing. We still have a lot to do. What appropriate music. Yeah, like these iron chunks. So we kind of have to genuinely be here a little bit, at least. The Alchemist notes. The core challenge in retaining the characteristics of two or more organisms within a single individual is, in truth, the question of maintaining different circulatory systems within a single body. Ordinary bioalchemy can solve this problem via an artificial organ known as the prime chimeric nexus. After resolving the corresponding rejection reactions, one can allow embryos with different properties to form an internal circulatory system specific to the embryonic organism via this organ. Once a system is formed, the different components of the different embryos can be combined during growth, resulting in a chimeric beast. The prime chimeric nexus can only support up to 3 different embryo types. This is the limit, according to accepted knowledge. Axinia says the data indicates the limit is, in fact, 5. I made a bet with her that if she can indeed create a prime chimeric nexus that supports 5 embryos, I will take her to Podvorier restaurant for drinks in secret. So it's been around for over 500 years. Interesting. The embryonic ichoric telluric rudiment, henceforth ITER, has changed everything. It is as if we have obtained the final form of the prime chimeric nexus. It is like a living biofurnace that can devour any living embryo without limitations. And its products are nothing like the previous chimeric piece, which had to undergo nurturing cycles to await their growth and harmonization before reaching a completed stage. Instead, the ITER swallows, then fully absorbs the embryos, and directly reconstructs their biological traits. And even with that, the number of circulatory systems remains but 1. This must have been the foundation stone for developing a sort of perfect life form. Boy, that sounds familiar. Sounds like something that maybe the Tsaritsa was kind of dealing with recently. Just saying. The ITER is indeed the most perfect of all Hyperborean creatures. Its sole weakness is that it is far too perfect, to the point where it cannot preserve the special components of each organism, as would occur using the prime chimeric nexus. Perhaps we should consider ways to isolate the biological characteristics from organisms formed from the ITER? Ah, I get it now. This must be why the Hyperboreans only created the Leshy in the later stages of their ITER research. They must have turned away from the Eiter's biofurnace in search of more stable forms of life, once closer to eternity. The 5 embryo-compatible prime chimeric nexus that Axinia constructed only lasted a few breaths in a stable state. I warned her that this was a low-probability coincidence involving multiple factors that could not be replicated. She said, "But your bet was about whether or not it could support 5 embryo types." I said that this technology was purely developed for our bet, and neither practical applications nor development potential. She said, "But your bet was about whether or not it could support 5 embryo types." She didn't want to drink at all. She only ordered some non-alcoholic soft drinks at Pte restaurant. I spent more mora bribing the Pale Crown Palace guards than she spent on drinks. Seriously, what an unreasonable woman. Perhaps she just wanted to take a look outside the palace? Seems like it. Or maybe, you know, she wanted to spend some time with you in a more intimate setting. The experiment is complete. Axinia believes it finished as per its designated direction, and thus a success. And indeed, it is a grand endeavor most worthy of praise. But can this really be called a success? So-called eternal love? The so-called courtyard of eternal bliss? Is that not merely a dead end with neither change nor improvement? What shared love? Is this the world she desires, where all shall love all? Yet love should not be such a thing. If all differences in this world were to disappear, and all were to be blended into one, what would be loving precisely? There would be nothing to project love outward upon, nor would there be any corresponding entity within to love. A love created by removing the key elements behind love is nothing but a falsehood, an empty shell. The person within the egg is right. He speaks truth. Axinia has not perceived the terrifying essence of eternal love. I cannot allow her plan to come to final fruition. His Majesty Monomak has passed, but I know she has not given up simply on that account. Before the time comes, we must stop her. The person within the egg. I agree with his plan. I know, however, that she will one day surely return, breaking free from the shackles of the Land of Shadows. When that time comes, I shall prove to her that love will not be eroded by cold silence, not even in the grand scheme of eternity. A note written in an elegant hand. I'll be returning to the House of Hesperides for the next few days, so I'll leave the cat in your care. I can hardly trust the others with her, given how absorbed they become in their experiments. I'm sure my colleague Koshie shares my respect for living things, and will remember to feed my Lara. The key and specially prepared cat food are on your desk. And remember, my Lara only eats from her bowl. Please don't scatter her food on the floor. She won't eat anything off the floor. Yes, if I find that my cat has not been properly fed, or that she has somehow grown parts from another animal, I will find out who is responsible. Pavlina. I thought that was Axinia, but okay. Also, PS means postscript. It's supposed to be after the signature, after the closing. So she should have signed it Pavlina, and then maybe I can use this key to open another door. Where is it? So yeah, it should have been signed Pavlina before. Okay. Did we just murder something that had been turned to ice? Yeah, the Fluffahog. Money, money, money. Money. Hey. Beejar. Note written in cold, stiff hand with almost no variation. The prisoners used as experimental material have already been handed over to Alvis. There is no doubt that the results of the experiment were incorrect. But is that what loveless Fae should seek as love? Perhaps the Snevgovic, incomplete in spirit as they are, truly could make use of this technology. Gain the love they lacked from the beginning, just as he told me. Dreams that are too grand to have no meaning. Dreams that are too grand have no meaning. Perhaps he was right. That power should have been ours from the start, as compensation. It was never meant to be Xenia's aberrant dream. I will stop here before Alvis accidentally comes across this again and causes more trouble. Where's that coming from? Is it behind the painting? Picture frame makes a flank clacking sound, but I can hear the sounds from behind the picture frame are getting louder. Let's try that again. Oh, hello. Shaking picture frame possible to the original perch. Sorry. Need a passage.
Ooh.
It's blocked. I'll need to find a way out. Looks like it's starving, but according to what Pavlina said earlier, it won't eat unless the food is placed in its bowl. Bad, there doesn't seem to be a food bowl nearby. Even after His Majesty's passing, Hvergelmir remains within my control. This, perhaps, is why His Majesty entrusted everything to me while he yet walked amongst us. An alchemist who knows only to trample life into the mud. A young Snegorochka dissatisfied with her own race, and Xenia, the court jester whom His Majesty coddled all too much. How could they possibly survive this tumultuous situation on their own? They will still have to rely on my methods, will they not? Yet we Domovoi were never ones to do business at a loss. Your Majesty, the late, great Belyitsar. Naturally, I have the means to protect this secret chamber, sitting precariously as it does like an egg in an overturned nest. But all within it shall be mine to claim. The great sign in my mind has grown more frequent. The person in the egg, the creature who was created, dares to lecture me, yet his words are not bereft of sense. I will have vengeance upon... Yet this move must not be discovered by the one who sits upon the new throne. The destruction of Kittisgrad appears to me a perfect opportunity to avoid the cleansing directed at... Snezhnaya shall need a new Kittisgrad, and that shall be my great work. Once accomplished, even the one on the new throne shall have no choice but to acknowledge me. Before that, I shall get the share I deserve. I shall get the share I deserve. It is what he promised to me. I must obtain that power. And after that, once Novo Kittisgrad has been established, we can move Hvergelmir to that new city in secret. Novo Kittisgrad, so new Kittisgrad, okay. Everything here shall be of aid to my research, all so I can get closer to that person within my mind. It's funny how there's obviously a language behind that meaning, you know. Novo, he knew. Needle on scale looks very much... Doesn't look like there's a way we can remove it. Can't place. What makes matter cease to be matter? What allows the transcender to transcend? Crescent crystal ore should be the ideal material. It is power refined from the authority released when the colossal beast of Moon from ages past lost control, making it the substance whose nature most closely resembles the conditions surrounding the birth of Ni. Perhaps, separated, everything is not the cause. For everything to be everything, what was divided must be gathered back into one. The scales. Do we need to try completing the experiment first? set of scales. There's a feather on the left pan, and something is supposed to go on the right. It's like some kind of ritual. The feather is probably just there to represent something as light as nothing. What matters is the right side, something real, with the same weight as nothing. Things on the table are... Whoops, nope! Didn't mean to do that. The cup, reagent bottle, yellow crystal, ore, and silver blade. I believe it's supposed to be the Krasnik crystal. Yellow crystal. Gives off a faint acrid smell. Like rotten eggs? No. Interesting. Giving off a strange glow. It's like nothing I put there will work for this ritual. Maybe there's another meaning behind the words in that note? Separated, everything is not the cause. For everything to be everything, this divide must be gathered back into one. So, everything on the scale? I should try combining something together. Cast off the soul of the past, and it shall no longer be bound by the hidden veins of the planet. Cast off the will of the past, and it shall no longer be watched by the gaze above. Cast off the body of the past, and it shall no longer be worn away by the toil and turmoil of the mortal world. Following the note's instruction, you grind the yellow crystal and Krasnik crystal ore into powder and then add them to the reagent bottle. Then, a new substance begins to form. A strange reagent. Even when I hold it in my hand, it doesn't feel like it weighs anything. Is it because substance, by nature, transcends ordinary concepts? What is going on with this? It worked. This reagent is the exact same properties as that once reduced Keitzagrad to ruin. You hear a piercing voice echo through the room. This is the way to transcendence in this world. Restoration and reversal. All humans came from With this power in my hands, I can become like them. I can create. I can even command it all. He didn't lie to me. The man in the egg. He was right. I just need a way. I need to get him. Even one fragment would be enough. Your Majesty, this should be mine, shouldn't it? I, Alvis, deserve this much. His power is perfect. He is the answer I've spent so long searching for. I simply must have him. Must have him. I must have him. I must have. Strange voice just now. Maybe it was the owner of this room? Pointer fell off. That's a key. It really is the key. So we can finally get out of this room now.
I'm not sure whose work this was, but this one was hidden quite well.
Yeah, you can say that again. So we are in the middle of finding out why
Do I sense treasure?
People of Snezhnaya do not practice alchemy. In case that wasn't obvious. Going on. Cat can see me. It's probably just following the cat food. The formula is perfect. I'm sure Grand Duke Alvis will praise the results of my hard work over the last few days upon his return. Let's rest here for a little while. Oof. Door's shut. If I can find some way, you could literally just reach in and pull the lever. Oh, there's your food bowl. Alright, alright. Let's get you fed first, poor thing. I have to announce to you that this is the solution. Cat being a cat. Ah, the potion bottle next to me. Huh? What? Concoction. The concoction. Sorry about that. Oh, the door opened. I should go take a look. Did it? I guess I fed the cat. cat like a koala or something? Ah, close to perfection. We're Duke Alvis to see you now. So it's her. They'll be absolutely stunned then that I can upload your consciousness here, fully intact, using ancient Hyperborean technology. Impressive technology indeed. Very well. Let's call this lightweight, portable device the Eye of Graye. That's what these goggles are called. But they're blue. Anyway, this feels really weird. I can't feel my arms or legs at all. Now that I'm inside this tiny little device, I can barely feel my own body. Is that Axinia from the past? And the one speaking to her is the Eye of Graye from the past? That's to be expected. Your consciousness may have been uploaded into these goggles, but your body is still what sustains your power and your existence. After all, your body is the true key to opening the new world. As that key, you are already a perfect work of creation. If only we could have gone further. But His Majesty, what a pity. So it is Hyperborean technology, but created by Snezhnayans after the death of the Belisi Tsar. Part of my body once belonged to His Majesty. Sometimes, through fragments of his consciousness, I can see what he once saw. That's how I know that if all goes smoothly, you will carry out his will and bring his grand design to completion. He would surely be pleased. Only you can make me laugh so freely, Axinia. That's what he would say. And he would mean every word, not like when he speaks to that professor with all those hollow pleasantries. A court jester gives everything to bring joy to her lord. That is her duty. Court jester was merely a nominal title His Majesty gave you, so you could come and go from the palace. It was only meant to keep people from resenting a human for being in his favor. You don't have to... I don't see anything wrong with the title. There's nothing laughable about it. Even now it still has its uses. Words. Perhaps I could use it to gain entry into Zapolyarny Palace and speak with the newly crowned Tsaritsa. Though by the time I came to court, she had long since departed. Perhaps she will understand His Majesty's will. Yes, Axinia. I should show you to my colleagues, just as you are now. Perhaps then they'll admit that every line of research has its worth. At the very least, Alvis will stand by me. Alvis will stand by me. Perhaps they will help me carry this great cause forward. Though I know our ideals do not align, all differences will ultimately return to a single path. In the end, true understanding will come. They will help me, won't they? Yes, Axinia, they will. Yeah. This is the only thing I can do for him. The only meaning my life has ever had. I must have the Proto-Man. Have you. No, I beg you. Please, take the place His Majesty was meant to hold in the original plan. Please, become the ruler of this planet. For a grand undertaking like this, why should I need anyone else's approval or support? Maybe I can carry on the final experiment on my own. Grand vision, yes. But then what? No. How could you? Can't you see? This is such a terrible betrayal. Alvis, Koche, Pavlina. You've forgotten why we came here. Forgotten that grand radiant vision. You've forgotten the grace he gave us. The glory he granted us. You cast me out. But no matter. I will return. No matter how long I have to spend in that shadow realm beyond beginning and end. I cannot understand why. Why would you destroy the grand undertaking you were meant to build, just for your own selfish reasons? Why would you turn away from the path we were meant to follow? Well, what about, you know, the selfish reasons? That seems like that would be why. This cannot be how it all ends. Even now, I don't hate them. I just feel sorry for them. You hear someone say this. At some point, she has appeared, watching her past self fall into shadow. But everything will get back to the right path eventually, like light passing through different mediums. It may look like it's taking a crooked path, but in truth, it's always taking the fastest, best one. Have you forgotten, friends? We were created for a single moment. Call back those dreams flickering on the verge of extinction. To let the phantom-like children of daylight lead us into tomorrow, where we would laugh and spin, circling the soul seat upon the court of the stars, and build a pure nation, a homeland born from everyone's love. Build what would become a carefree courtyard for humanity alone. Traveler, are you okay? You sat down and then just froze up all of a sudden. I did sense a slight disturbance in your mind, but your physical readings didn't change at all. You tell them about what you saw in the Shadow Realm. There have been experimental reports of certain Shadow Realms affecting only the mind, while leaving the body in the physical plane untouched. But such cases are exceedingly rare. Traveler has always seen weird stuff out of nowhere. So, you saw that place or whatever from 500 years ago? Hvergelmir. You saw Hvergelmir from 500 years ago? And Goggles from the past too? So, Goggles, does any of what Traveler saw sound familiar? My apologies. I do not remember much of what happened back then. I cannot clearly recall that such an argument, or such a conversation, took place before I entered the Shadow Realm. See. But that means we can confirm Goggles really did have a body before, right? Yes. Based on what the Traveler heard in that conversation, that does put me much more at ease. Maybe Goggles' body is still somewhere... What the heck is going on there? He's still somewhere in the center of Hvergelmir, just waiting for him. Isn't his body already... Didn't his body become that thing we picked up before? The last piece must be in the center of Hvergelmir. I hope so. Then I may be able to remember more, and return to my original body sooner. We will soon be arriving at the Pale Crown Palace. Please be mindful of any jolts as we pull in. No problem. Paimon's always floating, so a few bumps won't scare Paimon. Paimon's always floating. Oh, hello. We're at the Pale Crown Palace. Man, it looks so flippin' fancy.
Gotta recharge!
Are we always gonna be going for COD Teyvat? Can we come in here? The entrance is completely covered in snow. Looks like we'll have to find another way in. Already identified another possible route for you.
Should be worth holding on to.
So, is this the Shadow Realm, or...
Should be worth holding on to.
Or are we just using the rifle for no reason?
Should be worth holding on to.
Alright.
Could this be?
Easy peony.
Should be worth holding on to.
As for how it could be, some guy from another planet showed up behind you with an assault rifle. That's how it could be.
Pretty good haul.
Hello, Mr. Doggo. Unfortunately, you have to die. Huh. Any hints at all? Oh. And keeping our distance before attempting remote device removal. But this is... Do I need to hit it with a grenade?
State number 2.
Where's the other one? Anybody see another one? Is it up here? I think it has to be up there. But I'm not seeing it. Up. Whoops. Nope, come on. My bad. Accidentally tabbed out. Not really tabbing out. Yeah, I should have opened this door. I can. Checked around here. If I can. Looked through here. No. I see nothing. I know nothing. Oh. Wait, is that what I think it is? Nope, it's not. Then where is it? there it is. Thank you, Shadow Wing Drop. My goodness, did that take a while. We are running pretty darn low on crystal energy. That's okay, we should get inside soon and then it won't be an issue, right? Oh. Was I supposed to do something outside? Can we break these with regular shots? Yes, we can. Okay, good. No, wait. Oh, hello. No, we were supposed to go in here. Okay, so where do we go next? This is strange. Faces come out in the rain when you're strange. When you're strange. When you're strange. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh. Here? Oh. Just walk up to it. Ah, there's another door inside. That should lead to the Royal Hall. We have to find a way. Okay. Hang on, that statue. It's very sharp of you, Paimon. We have to find a way to return it to its original position to open the door. Just push. Push in a Zelda. Mechanism has reactivated. The door is waiting for you. Hold on. Where's the shadow drop thing? Nowhere. Nowhere. I don't see it. Do you see it? Maybe it's up above.
Nice.
Or down below. Nope, that's an indicator that it's on a separate floor. Huh. Oh, no, I see it. I see the indicator, so it's on the same place as the Cryoculuses. Either up or down, or all around. Shoot at the prototype Kresnik's torch. That is the very first Kresnik's torch. The very first? So we can light it up then. So we can light it should work. Oh, looks like the mechanism that starts it up isn't working anymore. There may be another way.
Need a refill.
Try giving it a tap. Hit the crystal ore on the main body, and that should trigger its emergency startup, too. This looks like there's a boss fight. I think I was supposed to... Oh, this? No? That is a chandelier, so... No.
Time to catch my breath.
So I thought I saw... something... Oh. Okay. have to shoot at the top thing. Is that smell I abhor? Ha! Who dares disturb? Gone. In the name of Sphere, who stands before his majesty, go get them and tear them to pieces. These are all man-made monsters. Including these guys. Oh! That's right, those are supposed to be Chimera, right?
Now
Hold on, let me...
these will come in handy.
Hold on, because... Aberrant chimeric monsters. Yeah, okay. I get it. So this, so Havergilmir is the source of all these, of all the chimeric monsters in, in Snezhnaya. The door at the back of the royal hall appears to be shut. What do we do now? Please wait a moment. I sense that there may be a port in front of the throne I can connect to. It's right here. How's it going, Goggles? I have gained access to the mechanism. Alright, the way to unlock the door here is more or less the same as the main entrance. Let the twin-headed beast, guardian of that most majestic corpse, return unto its rightful place. Two-headed beast? Are we talking about the statue back at the entrance? Simon seems to hear a door opening over there. Oh, look inside that room. There's another statue that looks just like the one at the entrance. Return unto its rightful place, huh? Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now. We'll have to move both statues onto this mechanism right here, don't we? It certainly appears to be the case, Paimon. Another block-pushing puzzle, a la Legend of Zelda. Man, the Bel-Yisi Tsar must have been pretty darn huge. Gun sights, huh? Okay. Hey, it's a Cryoculus. Oh boy. Let's rest and recharge. Oh. Out of the water, traveler, please. Thank you.
Should be worth holding on to.
A lot of food from 500 years ago. It's weirdly well preserved. Treasure! Oh. Oh, you know what? Duh.
Should be
It
worth
was
holding on
easy. Gotta reload that one shot. Some weird ice pillars are lifting the statues up. Wish to use the ice surface to help push the statue. We'll have to shoot the furnace core, main hull, freeze the water, and then take care of those. Yeah, Maybe don't let the player be attacked while you're locking him into dialogue. That is not ideal. So exactly what are we supposed to be doing here? Is there a hookshot thing? Grappling gun? You're just supposed to go up there? Think about going up there, but that is a huge mistake. I don't think this will work, but okay, apparently it worked.
Should be worth holding on to.
It's a block pushing puzzle, but you provide the stopping blocks. Alright, now we can push the statue mechanism on the throne too. Alright. Let's I don't know if it'll stop itself or what. Whoops. No! Oh no. Darn it, I did it again. Smashed. Well, I guess that works, but let's make it look a bit nicer. There. Alright. Nope. I guess we need to shoot this again. Now we gotta shoot the upper part to turn it on, and the lower part turns it off, I guess. Huh. Or not? The mechanical bridge is rising.
Pretty good haul.
Is it that simple, really? We have a way to go to get the statue up there. Here. Make use of the Kresnik's torch prototype here.
Now these will come in handy.
There really should be an easier way to do this, but fair enough. I mean, no. Okay. Not allowed. Oh. I see. It'll only slide if it's ice. Which makes sense. Wait, no. Okay. Huh. Is this supposed to do something? Nope. Alright, so let's try that good old-fashioned grappling gun, which, okay, maybe not. Or maybe so. Seems like that should be an option, right? Ah, okay. Then we shoot this, and water comes on, and then we shoot it again, and the ice. Okay. Because somehow it managed to teleport through. I don't know. Seems weird.
Need a refill.
Clap on, clap off. Make sure that doesn't get in the way.
Should be worth holding on to.
This might... Well, no, it seems fine. Okay. Should be good. Oops. And one last push. Easy peony. What's going on? Isn't this... Am I... Just like how I was at Gelmir earlier. This place is also in the past. Your Majesty, I am pleased to report that the first experiment... has been completed. The great hypothesis is about to be proven right. Continued cultivation, we shall soon witness the birth of a complete prototype of the primordial human. First experiments? Those first experiments have been completed, you say? Yes, Your Majesty. We found that the test subjects entered a realm of boundless joy, where they never suffer sorrow or distress again. And they never woke up again? No, they never did wake up again. But that is entirely logical, given that the realm they entered was no mere dream. Your Majesty, you are speaking of a butterfly breaking free from its cocoon, or a bird bursting from its shell. And by breaking free, they have left all the pain and sorrow arising from desires and fixations behind, like a useless cocoon. All that remains is a broken dream, pain as blurry and indistinct as a shadow. That new courtyard, Axinia. Is that the world of your dreams? The one you seek to reach? Your will is my will, Your Majesty. Is that so? When then will you embark on the final part of the plan? I shall require more time before I can do that. However, I expect everything to be ready by the time Your Majesty returns victorious from the front. I am certain that Your Majesty will return victorious. Yes, I shall, Axinia. And you may rest easy, for Zver shall accompany me. It will never abandon me, no matter what. It certainly is true. In that case, I shall stay here and wait for you, Your Majesty. I shall remain here until Your Majesty's wish has been fulfilled. Until your will has been done. What is it, Traveler? You're doing it again. Just standing there, staring blankly like a dummy. Did you see something again? I saw something from the past. Then did you see anything that made you uncomfortable or something? No, not at all. Alright, in that case, the door to the palace's royal hall is already open. Come on, let's keep moving. I don't think there's anything else to be had. Oh, treasure.
Should be
Ooh, good treasure. And healing. Definitely needed some of that. Great, the door is open. Ugh, those are some strange-looking monsters back there. They are man-made monsters, created by Koschei at Hvergelmir back in the day. Then what about the creature that was just talking? Paimon thought we'd have seen it by now. That's Zveir, or the Beast. It's one of many of Koche's bioalchemical creations, and leader of the man-made monsters. Back then, Koche created a number of prototypes using the same materials, but of these prototypes, the only ones that turned out to have a shred of intelligence were Zveir and... This is strange. I don't seem to be able to recall now. Koche deemed Zveir nothing more than a half-formed creation, so he chose to abandon it. In the end, that unfinished form was fused with the seeds of other monsters, molding it into its present shape. Truly, it should have been destroyed back then. But before it could be unmade, the Belyi Tsar, believing that no being with sentience should be so discarded, decided to take the creature into his service. It was said that it was Zveir who had dragged the Belyi Tsar's body back from the battlefield, even though it was itself gravely injured at the time. That is the reason it loathed Koche so. I thought it had already perished somewhere, quietly and unnoticed. But no, this is excellent news. Never did I imagine that it would be standing watch over the Belyi Tsar's body all this time, in this minor palace that is now effectively a mausoleum. Oh, Paimon finally gets why nobody is supposed to come here without asking first. Maybe everyone who sneaked in without permission got totally scared off by that beast. It's too dangerous to venture further into Pale Crown Palace. Zveir? It's alright. We're already here anyway. We'll definitely get you your body back. If it comes around again, we'll just fight it off. Alright, I believe you, Traveler. And you too, Paimon. You'll have to stay alert from now on. That creature is likely to appear again. Please leave this matter to me. Oh. As expected. I mean, if there's a bridge and it doesn't collapse, is it even a game? Hi. Do you want to die? Is that...
No closer.
Okay.
Gotta recharge.
Impossible.
Is it... Oh. Okay, well. I grant you death. You are so eager to have it. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there we go. First-person platformer. No, that's not really quite what I'm trying to get at. But like a first-person hook-shotter platformer. That'd be kind of cool. Where you had to line up and fire at the right moment within a certain amount of time. Goodness. Not the one that I was looking to get. Must be below the bridge. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to need a lot of those. Look out! A flying unit is approaching. Oh. Dodges. Another man-made monster? One of many kinds, yes. For the onslaught of dark beasts, they fought the abysmal, but most of them possessed little true awareness, knowing only to obey the commands of their leader, Zever.
Nice.
Can I step onto this? Apparently I can. Kinda have to be able to. Dang. Shadow wing drop. Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Nope, there it isn't. It was supposed to be somewhere over there, I think. Down. But I don't see it. Figure it out later. Well.
Impossible.
Quite possible. I think you'll find.
Need a refill. Should be worth holding on to.
It's on a different floor, so don't need to worry about that teleport waypoint just yet. Nope, okay.
Now these
You're a
will come
destins that
handy.
ceased amid its glory. Oh! Okay. Notes by a certain noble individual. This is my 8th foray since I passed beyond that curtain, and I have taken time to set down all observations from my investigations till now. Regrettably, as ever, I failed to obtain the answer I have been seeking. Once the patently fantastical accounts are set aside, the true history of Hyperborea appears to accord closely with the legends of the horned peoples of the south. That is, the city of usurpers that was destroyed by the celestial nail sent down from above. Tales of this nature abound throughout Teyvat. I gravely doubt that the outcomes of these stories would have differed, even had the so-called angels lent their aid. In the records I have unearthed in the course of my search, an individual known as the Saint appears time and again. His true name, it would seem, was Anacharisis, and it was he who instigated the rebellion that courted eventual destruction. He was, in all likelihood, a prophet of some kind. The annals of mankind have never lacked figures of his ilk who, impelled by nothing but a fit of passion and unsubstantiated conviction, ultimately send countless others beyond the precipice of no return. To be so utterly consumed by folly and delusion appears innate to mankind, a failing that I, as one of the Fae, have never understood. When I recall the motherland that should have endured to this day, and was instead reduced to its present state by this man's folly, my revulsion only intensifies. Yet blank admonishes me that it is ill-befitting to judge historical figures capriciously, and so I shall reserve further judgment until the facts of the matter are fully established. Furthermore, were that the sum of history, how would one explain my very existence? How came I to be born in a breeding ground, amidst the remains of a giant dragon, millennia after the Motherland's annihilation? Why, too, did the great judge fail to purge the Shadow Realm, in which I now stand, the very moment it first emerged? All that I have witnessed here far surpasses any creation known into our age. Could such wonders truly have been wrought by the hands of man and angel? Give me a second. I have discussed these questions at great length with Blank, his reluctance notwithstanding. At the very least, he has elected not to drive me away, doubtless on account of all my efforts in restoring this castle. Meanwhile, the motives of the usurpers and the purpose of the great judge remain stubbornly resistant to all prying, much like these fog-shrouded ruins. I should go back now. It would seem that I am far better suited to a life spent riding in the wind across the frozen wastes. You wonder if the first Conrian, why his pupils were like that. And with all this talk of angels and things like that, and civilizations of angels that, you know, messed with the ley lines, which sounds very similar to what Conria was doing. I wonder if the original Conrian, if he was half angel. We know his mother, but I don't think we know his father. If that were the case, there would be some parallels. Certain things found in Christianity. And given that every Conrian every pure-blooded Conrian we've run into seems to have been pretty frickin' huge. Kinda makes sense.
Back in business.
Very careful.
Should be worth holding on to.
Moment that ceased upon waking from grand dreams. It's written by a certain noble individual. For a 446, the records found alongside the embryonic, or ITER for short, proved a sufficiently clear picture of the matter, which is noted as follows. The saint had come from Hyperborea in search of the light from the very genesis of the world, a fragment left behind at its inception. It is a light that is undissipated hope itself, a light that holds the potential to illuminate the entire cosmos. From what I have seen of it projected in that house of ministry, it is also the very same light that brought about my birth. He brought down something from the heavens merely to ascertain whether that light was truly extinguished. Interesting. Fragment behind the brought down something from the heavens merely to ascertain whether that light was truly extinguished. He then launched that advance, which was destined to fail against the fate that ruled over the entire world, and was consequently punished. Blank was right. This is, I think, Conria. Hyperborea's fate had been sealed long before the saint arrived. That long-written decree to annihilate the Golden Realm was one that even the eldest daughter of the angels could not alter. And all the men who remained faithful to the future... All the men who remained faithful to the future could do was stave off execution of that judgment for a mere 30 years. This fact alone is more than enough to disprove all my earlier conclusions. As for the truth about Raynman, I fear that the conclusion I've reached may be far too terrible to put into paper. That never refracted light signified a boundless array of possibilities in its pure whiteness. However, man chose to confine it to a far narrower band of hues in the name of certainty, and so lost that very first shadow which the purest of light had cast into the void. Time moves in loops and circles. Therefore, whenever we lay down an anchor into fate, the abyss will naturally lay an anchor into us at the end of time as well. I surmise that this is something the saint had long discerned. Perhaps he had even glimpsed that end of the path where the primordial first light had become spent, and thus resolved to cast himself headlong into the last light. Once we place this conclusion alongside the histories of the various nations, once seemingly unrelated events converge into a cohesive narrative, and even if memories cannot be retained in the ley lines, that will and desire to defy the heavens will nevertheless endure like twinkling stars through the few who survive and remain. Both the goddess of flowers in Sumeru and she who prophesied the rising of waters in Fontaine sought to build systems that would stand independent of both the ley lines and Raynman. Though one may be unable to inflict substantial damage upon this severe and grinding world structure, a few rents and fissures suffice to loosen the threads of fate. And as the histories I have read attest, these defiers have indeed left their mark. In Natlan, the reins of power have been assumed by one other than a divinely anointed sacred lord, whilst in Fontaine, the Remurians have somehow been able to elude the gaze of the high heavens and transmit their arts, albeit in a fashion distorted. Now, at last, I understand the great ambition once placed in my hands, and the responsibility I meant to bear. The sin I have committed is utterly beyond forgiveness. I cannot deny my hand in that passage which traverses the Shadow Realm, nor that filth which continues to seep into the world. But there are other matters I must attend to before I atone for that sin. Or rather, only by attending to these matters can I redress the grave wrong I have committed. Only by ascending to that seat high up in the court of stars and accomplishing that grand undertaking which our forebears could not achieve, can the possibility of total destruction be averted. Interesting. Help the solid ice to pass through the suspended tower. Thing over there looks really familiar. That's because you also saw it at the Royal Hall in Pega. Should change the way it works, yes. Transmission pathways are connected. Built it away. I think we're gonna have to come back to this later. I'm gonna have to just not try and explore it completely. A heat leakage somewhere. Traveler, we should check the pipes around us. Well, right here. Oh, that's a leak. If only we could find a way to plug it somehow. Well, oh. Stone in front of the entrance has melted.
Should be worth holding on to.
Go somewhere higher up. It's almost a first-person shooter if I look up. If I go against... Back myself up against a wall. Strange-looking creatures again. Careful, they're following Zvere's orders to stop us. I sense...
Gotta recharge.
Closer to Zvere. Have to push this one somewhere too? Yes, but first we need the heat. Collided with the pillar underwater and it broke. Okay, well. Oh. Interesting. You can only place it on top of the water. Looks like. So maybe something like this. And that'll stop it. No. Closer. No? Alright, one more time before I try something else. What? It's weird. Okay, well. An option. Okay. Apparently that's the only option. So you rotate this? Is that... Oh. And it was just to get rid of the... some of that ice. Okay.
Should be worth
Up,
holding on to.
up to the heaviside layer. Paimon doesn't know why, but the higher we get, the more anxious... Hey, that creature knows how to talk, doesn't it? Maybe we can reason with it, and it won't see us as intruders barging in anymore. As long as we communicate, we can reach an understanding. Perhaps it truly is as Paimon says. Something isn't quite right, Traveler. A detective warned you people time and again, and yet you continue to seek inevitable destruction. Unless the boss dude. The boss dude that we just fought in Stygian Onslaught. They who once swore loyalty to eternity. Wouldn't that make you a servant of Electro?
Gotta recharge.
Foolish as that woman, why are you even... Scram! Down into the abyss with you!
Pull back.
Tower swinging! Ah! The floor's collapsing! It meant that you use the stairs to get to higher ground. Please go. Wait, where? What stairs? What stairs? Okay, there we go. I mean, if the tower is collapsing, getting to higher ground might not be the best of ideas. But okay, we'll do it. Okay, you have no health. You miserable cur. I know you're in there. I know you're hiding inside that tiny little mechanism like the coward you are. Huh. I thought you were long dead. Come out then, and come out and show yourself. It seems we were both mistaken then. Is that what you've turned into? How pathetic. A pity I won't get to see that face of yours again. It's worth far more to me than the rest of your existence. Is this the new master you have chosen? Or is he simply just another meticulously chosen sacrifice of yours? Oh, blonde-haired human. Do you really know what you are doing? I'm just happy to help others, that's all. I'm just helping someone find something they lost, that's all. Huh. Hard to believe that a person as powerful and yet pure of heart as you actually exists in this world. But I must warn you, that companion of yours inside that mechanism, they might not be as trustworthy as you think.
You can take your nonsense and shove it, you two-headed freak. We're traveling with Goggles here. We've already become friends. Don't you dare speak ill of him.
Goggles? Fine then. Goggles. Would you like to tell your new friends over here about your friends from before? I don't know. Do you really not know? So you really have no inkling? Ha! That woman was pushed into the Shadow Realm, while your body was split up into 3. That is why you don't have all your powers now.
You know, wouldn't now be a good time to question him about what happened? The Cataclysm? Just saying.
You don't remember a thing because you don't have all your powers. I cannot believe this. This is beyond absurd. The grand power of fate, like a spinning thread, it allows no escape. You may have lost all your memories, and yet you have returned, and now stand here. Before that wretched and broken body of yours. Before that... Oh wait, no. It's a bear. All I want is to retrieve what is mine. What are you talking about? Nothing you held was ever truly yours. Everything you ever had came from His Majesty. Our flesh, our blood, the very seed of consciousness that was rooted into the core of our beings. They were all given to us by Him. I see. So I am a prototype, just like you. Except that I was the failed specimen, and you eventually became the vessel for the key. But you should have never remained in existence. Your consciousness should have been erased long ago. The key. His body, that is. The only things in existence that are meaningful are his body, his flesh and blood, because he was the perfect creation grown in His Majesty's likeness. The only other thing worth anything at all would be his face. It looked exactly like the Tsar in a painting of him as a child. But if I were to see that face again, I would tear it with my teeth and swallow it whole. Why would you do that? You and I, we are clearly the same. Ugh, you and I, we are not the same. I am the beast in the service of the Belyi Tsar. Zver was the name His Majesty bestowed upon me. I was the one who received his acknowledgement and praise. I was the one to whom he promised glory everlasting. Though I had a useless, hopelessly ill-shapen form, he ensured that my existence did not go to waste. I was the one who followed His Majesty to every battlefield, the one who resisted the dark tide of the abyss alongside the monsters and fae, and I was the one who brought his lifeless body back from that pitch-black ruin. Maybe I should have, right there and then. Oh, Your Majesty, I have watched over your long sleeping body for 5 centuries now. I believe it is finally time for me to follow in your footsteps. I have, right up to the very end, fulfilled my vow. Even the very final moment of my life shall be for your sake. Ugh. And you? Ha! You pitiable fool. You have become the most pathetic of us all. We share the same flesh and blood, but we are not brothers. You, Proto-Man, don't even have a name to call your own. And with that, the beast with 2 heads falls limp. The sheer will, rather than bodily strength, that has held it up all this time drains away. In an instant, its form dissipates like fine sand into the wind, as a faint cry fades into the dust. Comes that feeling again. Is this another memory from the past? I'm seeing Zver from the past now. Your Majesty, you wish to see me? How may I serve you? Or is this regarding that incident involving the human noble the other day? The one where I executed without authorization. I beg you to dispense with the terror. I have no intentions to strike you down. The details of the matter are already known to me. Axinia and Koschei have given their report. The eldest son of the house Solovyov chanced upon something he shouldn't have, and the fault clearly lies with the 2 of them. Your actions have spared Koschei and the others a rather significant headache. Me? But helping him was the furthest thing from my mind. I only acted to ensure that your Majesty's private affairs remained entirely inviolable. And yet, you owe your very existence to him, Zver. Perhaps he alone deserves the title of your father. It is indeed true, your Majesty. It was he who created me, gave me this deficient mind, and a tongue with which to speak. Yet, that has not stopped him from looking upon me as a flawed creation that should have been destroyed from the very beginning. Your Majesty. Must a creation forever bend the knee to its creator? Surely, even an imperfect being like myself cannot be expected to endure the neglect, the contempt, and the unending wrath of the one who fashioned me. Must the thing created always walk the path its maker has laid out and bow to his every caprice? I don't know. Communist propaganda. I wasn't speaking of you. None of that bears weight here, Zver. None of it. There are times when the sole matter of consequence is the path one resolves to take. And once that path is taken, one never looks back. For that alone is the matter of consequence. Your Majesty, I fear I have misspoken, and for that I extend my deepest apologies. Think no more of it. I too have now bound myself to a chosen path, and shall know the touch of doubt no longer. O Zver, my forgiveness is yours, though you may hold no need for such grace to begin with. I forgive you for not following the orders of your creator. Your Majesty, I accept your forgiveness, but solely for the sake of the one who offers it. I accept your forgiveness solely because I have chosen to shoulder the burden of your expectations, and because I am fully aware that my life belongs to you, that I shall one day surrender it to you. Though no one exacted this deed from me, I hope when the moment comes, you will remember that this choice too was entirely my own. Indeed, Zver, my adorable friend, I shall never forget what you have told me today.
Emotional fluctuation detected. It is of the same kind as before. You seen strange things again? The closer we get to the upper levels of the Pale Crown Palace, the greater effect this place has on the traveler. And traveler's perception capabilities are clearly keener than most. But thankfully, it does not look like this will have any ill effects on him. Yeah? Traveler, did you see...
You recounts what you saw? Okay.
Someone is talking to that Zver. Yeah, the Belyitsar, duh. What is it, Goggles? Did you just remember something? I suspect it was the Belyitsar who spoke with Sir Hair. Wow, really? Although it's been 500 years, he may have left something behind here. However, his motives in doing so remain entirely unclear to me. I fear the only way I can remember is to recover all my powers. Uh-huh.
I think it's a good thing that we came here before the House of Hesperides.
So, Goggles, Eye of Grae isn't your name then?
Perhaps. Perhaps it's just the name of this device, and I simply assumed.
Never mind about that. That severe freak was probably just spouting total nonsense anyway. Maybe you'll actually know your real name once you get all your powers back.
May that be the case. But what should we call you in the meantime, then? Since my consciousness is now housed inside this mechanism, either the Eye of Grae or Goggles would do fine. Remember what I was saying about Paimon, about about Paimon's origins, about like what she actually is, and there's talking about a consciousness housed separate from memories and power. I'm just saying.
Alright then, Goggles. Let's start looking for your missing parts right now. They must be somewhere around here, right?
New Edge of Survival challenge unlocked. Okay. Oh. That looked really weird. I'm hoping that this is almost done. Pretty sure it is.
Time to catch my breath.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. No, that doesn't go up.
Gotta recharge.
Oh, where are we? You're actually right, Miss Paimon. This place used to be Hvergelmir. And one part of my body is now inside that shattered egg.
Oh, look! This is a piece of Goggles, and someone's left a note next to it. Elvis has paid the price for his crimes of defiling the sacred form, and the flesh and blood taken by the covetous Domovoy have been recovered from Novokaitisgrad. Hold on. So, does that mean that this piece of Goggles' body wasn't here all this time? Analysis of this handwriting indicates the author is Axinia. Novokaitisgrad is of course a rather long way from here. That might explain why I have never been able to sense or detect this piece of my body. Huh. So she was the one who brought this piece back from, Novokaitisgrad. That's a city southeast of Snezhnaya, Paimon thinks. Oh, that's right. Didn't Etochka say that she used to live in Novokaitisgrad? Paimon wonders who this Alvis is.
I've definitely heard that name before somewhere. At Hvergelmir in the past.
Oh, so you mean Hvergelmir you saw before entering the You mean Hvergelmir you saw before entering the Pale Crown Palace? The one in the past? Was Alvis one of those people you saw there?
No, I don't think I actually saw him.
Alvis was the Grand Duke of the Domovoy. Though he was indeed a member of Hvergelmir, there is not much more I can recall at the moment, unfortunately. Well, no matter who he was, judging from that note, things probably didn't end well for him. Oh look! There's another line written here on the back. It says, "The final mission is thus: return the flesh and blood of the king, and begin a new era with the key." What does that even mean?
Given that my body is already shattered,
I would not be able to reconstruct it, even if I had all my powers back. I'll have to place it somewhere. Oh, so you mean collecting the pieces and putting them in the same room alone won't do it? We have to bring them someplace, huh? I thought they just magically come together. Maybe we have to do something like at the crafting bench. Come to think of it, that's a 3-into-1 process too, isn't it? Wait, let's rewind a second. So if we want to fix goggles, where are we even supposed to take the pieces to? Shatter the flesh and blood are. Rebuild the sacral form, reforge the key, and knock on the door on the other side. Return the flesh and blood of the king. Return it. Return them to the Court of Bliss. The Court of Bliss? And where's that? It's right there. Okay. Pebble of crystalline essence. An egg-shaped stone. Within it may lie the secret of how, through rebirth, a mere mortal might transcend into a more perfect being. So I haven't mentioned this, but I strongly suspect that the Tsaritsa will not be playable. Because I strongly suspect that she's gonna meet the fair lady's fate. And there's a chest nearby, yeah, I can tell. Ooh, hello. Pendulum that ceased amid a great fall. Jotted letter. Wait, what? Oh. All for a world free of sorrow. There's a lot of chests nearby.
Pretty good haul.
By a certain noble individual, the passage stands open anew. Time grows brief. By the swiftness with which the abyss seeps into the world, it appears that all contained within the celestial shells shall draw to a close within a few centuries. Grotwang has arrived at a similar conclusion after undertaking his own calculations. Rotwang, that sounds familiar. I fear I must set forth before long. Yet the plan I have set in motion shall not cease nonetheless. I am willing to give up all that I possess to further advance this world, and for the sake of all who have sacrificed for the future, I am willing to yield my blood, my flesh, and even my soul. I think that's what it was hinted at there. Huh. Interesting. Obtained firearm blueprint. Man, we are getting a lot of blueprints today.
Pretty good haul.
Oh, hello. It said all remnant essence guides have been collected. Well, well, well. Okay, why is that above us? So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fun. Oh, hello. Well, this place is familiar.
Should be worth holding on to.
This should be the same note, right? Experiment is complete. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the same place that we visited in a dream. Okay. I mean, which makes sense, because that was the egg that we saw in the dream. Leg. Experiment table. Even after His Majesty's passing, Vergilmir remains within my control. Oh wait, I think we... Yeah, I think we already read that. Oh no, this was... We already explored this area. A little bit, at least, but we still haven't figured out what's going on with that teleport waypoint. Huh. Yeah, see, I can't... This is where the entrance to the Court of Bliss is. Should I try to return my powers to this place and open the gate? Let's come back to this later. Yes, it may be better to come back to this when you're more prepared. Well, I think we're supposed to come back when we have all 3 pieces, right? So that's, Alright. Well... Oh, goodness. Yeah. Well, let's head over here. There were a couple more things that I wanted to get done, even though the stream has already gone overboard, but hey! Well, this is... 2-hour stream. It's fine. Anyway. Construct. Hey. Nice. I haven't seen any Shrine of the Depths in Snezhnaya, but that should help. Oh. I'm supposed to. The world quest. On one side a palace, on the other a tomb. Her palace collapses into the blizzard, that's the Hesperides, right? The soft song she sang, I don't know what that is. Pilgrimage to the Sacred Gorge. Oh, well, that's... So I think if we teleport over here and we bring out... Should be able to use...
Where is it?
Oh. Hey, Fremos. Always nice. Through Gates of Ivory, this is... Yeah, Hesperides of Love and Hate. Okay. A sprout without a gardener. Clues concerning a fragment the Eye of Gray's power seem to lie near Morris Peak. Which, oops. That would be Morapisok? I don't know. That would be over here. So, yes. But those wings, those wing things. Fab vision. We'll do that one of these days, but not today. Wind and Snowpiercer. Okay. Oh, we should open up this thing, but these... Shadow Realm Analyzer ready to submit. I also want to adjust the weapon. What's on the table? No?
What? This. But I'm trying to open firearms menu. There we go. Symbol. Gun sights. Unlocks an advanced aiming mechanism. Additionally, when a ray spear hits an opponent, it will that thing I never use. It will cause opponent's cryo res and physical res to decrease by 30% for 8 seconds. I should really probably use those. In breakthrough mode, charge for longer to consume 3 attempts at once to unleash an even more powerful Conflux ray spear attack. This deals cryo damage at 600% of attack. After unleashing a Conflux ray spear in this manner, your firearm will reload automatically. Well, that's actually quite convenient. And we only have the gun stock left to go for that. This. What is this? When aiming, you can tap the simulated elemental skill to fire off rounds of the current elemental type. Doing this will also switch the weapon to rounds of the next elemental type in the sequence. Pyro, Hydro, Cryo. That actually is pretty good, I would say. And I thought we would be able to do something with these things. So wait, what? Is there a Shadow Realm Analyzer in here? Is that what it's saying? We're not gonna actually do that, I just wanted to clear that. So what exactly is the Shadow Realm Analyzer that you've been bragging about? This is what I want to know. I don't think it's here. Oh, there we go. Oh man, the detection for interacting with stuff is just awful. After analyzing a certain number of Shadow Wing drops, you will know more about the Shadow Realm and gain increased mobility within. Well, isn't that nice? Current Shadow Realm... Oh! Oh! Okay, well that's gonna be nice. Yeah. So that's, it's increased our stamina by 60%. Right. Okay. Alright, and then... that would be it. Well, actually, since we're here.
Where is it?
There we go. Yes, it is. Does show all of the stuff. Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if Nicole could actually copy the effects of the upgraded compass. I'm pretty sure I've tested that before, but I guess I forgot. Anyway. But now it is long past time to end it. Almost a half an hour past the time we're supposed to end it. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope the rest of your day is a good one, and I will see you later. Heart hands.